Good day viewers and welcome to Solo T Tutorials. In today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to check the log table. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment and share this video. Now let's go. When you are asked to find the logarithm of numbers, the first thing you should know is the part of the logarithm. Logarithm has two parts, the characteristic part and the mantissa part. So these are the two things you have to know first or to keep in mind while trying to find the logarithm of numbers. The characteristic part of the logarithm is also called the whole part. The whole part, while the mantissa part of the logarithm is also called the decimal part. So when you understand the two parts of logarithm, you are done with step one. The next thing to do is to identify the steps which you will find the logarithm. First step is to understand the concept of the logarithm. This simply means that you should understand what the question is saying, what the question is asking you to do before you go into answering the question. And this is the reason why most students fail exams. It's not because they don't understand the question or they don't know what to do, but because they fail to study the question very well. They fail to understand the question, and then they just went into answering the question. That makes some of them get it wrong. So first thing to do is understand the concept of the logarithm, understand what the question is actually asking you to do before you answer the question. And step number two, after understanding the question, identify the parts of the logarithm. Remember, initially I told you that logarithm has two parts. So after understanding the question, identify the parts of the logarithm, that is the characteristic part and the mantissa part, before you start any other thing. And step number three, sorry, let me give you an example. For example, you are asked to find the log of 15.27. Here you know that 15 is the characteristic part, while 27 is the mantissa part. So here 15 is the characteristic part, while 27 is the mantissa part. Now, after finding the part, you now use the log table. That's step 3. So this is how a log table looks like. So our characteristic part is 15. So check row 15 on the log table and then column 2. Here you have 1818. After finding the value, write it down. Then step 4, use the log table that has a mean difference. When I mean a mean difference, this is what I'm talking about. This side of the log table is the difference. So check row 15, trace to the difference part of the log table at column 7. You can see that what we have here is 20. Write it down. So this is it. Then step number 5, add both values together. What's the one you obtained while checking both values obtained in step 3 and 4. That's the one you checked before, and this value now, add them together, and then you have the value you are looking for. That is 1818 plus 20. And when you add this figure, you have 1838. That is the figure you obtained why you add the figure you will obtain why you add 18 and 20. So after adding it, find the characteristic part. And one more thing, this value you obtain here automatically become your Mantissa part while calculating the final answer. So this now your Mantissa part. You have to find the characteristic part. I will show you how to do it. Now finding the characteristic part, also note that any log number that has more than one digit at the characteristic part, the initial characteristic part, the log number that was given to you, is calculated as 1 point something. That's the characteristic part will be 1. But any log number that has just a digit or less than a digit, just one digit, the characteristic part while finding the final answer will be 0 point something. So in our log number, the example we used was 15.27. So definitely our characteristic part will be 1 point something. And remember I told you this is now our Mantissa part. So this is the characteristic part, and this is our Mantissa part, 1.1838 is now our final answer. So log 15.27. Remember they didn't specify the base of the log, so automatically is base 10. This is equal to 1.1838 as the final answer. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.